Good evening to you and welcome. There's so many different moving parts here because at the same time you've got this motion of no confidence that is going to be heard on the 18th, yet you've got this court action on the side. What's your strategy?
Well, it's no longer in my control. The Chief Justice has given a direction in this case wherein he has put up some timelines. The last date is beyond the 18th of April for us to finally file the papers. So therefore we have since requested through our lawyers that they should approach the Speaker and request her to postpone the sitting on the 18th until the Constitutional Court has had the last word on this issue.
Have you heard anything back on that? And I understand you have the support of other opposition members in Parliament.
Yes, the EFF and the DA have also asked the Speaker to postpone the sitting. So the matter now is going to be between the legal eagles of Parliament and those of the UDM and any other interested party. But I'm interested as to what Madam Speaker is going to say, because I would have expected her to just respond in one page, and that is to say, I don't see any clauses in the regulations and the Constitution which empowers me to accede to UDM's request. There is no need, therefore, we don't expect her to argue anything on those papers, because this is what she has been saying publicly. In that case, then the case should be short-circuited.
Well, what do you make of the fact, and we've been hearing from one constitutional law expert, Pierre de Vos, just a little while ago, who said that she could, if she wanted to, allow this to proceed. What's your reading of that?
Well, in terms of rules in Parliament, she is empowered to use her prerogative. But she decided to ignore that. At least one would have expected her, when she received our letter, to refer the matter to other presiding officers, even to refer the matter to the Rules Committee and the whips and leaders of political parties. We are stakeholders in that house. But she seems to be wanting to unilaterally run that institution alone together with her friends.
I want to, I'm just looking at a tweet right now because the motion of no confidence is trending, and it's from Moloto Motapa, who speaks for Parliament, saying if any party wants to withdraw the motion, they simply need to ask Maimane. As a sponsor, only he can withdraw in terms of the rules. So maybe that might be an avenue to explore, just to at least put that process on hold.
So he is late because the DA has already... After I spoke to the chairperson of the DA, Mr. Self, this afternoon, he said he would consult Maimane because Mr. Maimane is out of the country. They have since came back to me to say they are withdrawing the motion. So therefore, she should not stress too much. There will be no sitting on Tuesday. If she were to insist, we have given our lawyers an instruction that they should interdict her. But since EFF and UDM and DA are withdrawing, so there will be no need for that.
So just today, and you describe this as an initial or early victory for the UDM's application. The Concourt now prepared to listen to your urgent application for a secret ballot in Parliament. How are you going to play it now, Mr. Holomisa?
Well, it will depend on the response from the Speaker, what is her response in our papers. And then we will pray that the Constitutional Court will give us a hearing, as they have already said they are accepting this It looks like the Concord is deeming this application seriously, notwithstanding the Cape Town court decision, but is promising that at least we are going somewhere because we were asking for a determination. Whether that determination will come back and say, go back and use clause 103 or 105 or whatever, use the prerogative. We would still appreciate that, but the assurance which we want here is the one which people are feeling threatened, especially those from the ruling party, because the leaders of the ANC have already threatened the members of parliament in different platforms. And in our papers in court, we have attached all those threats, and we think that we cannot allow a situation where people take an oath and said we will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa, and then a certain Nikapump somewhere issue a statement to say you dare not to vote for Zuma. We know the culture of violence in this country, and we know who has been spearheading such incidents. UDM is a victim of that. So we want to make sure that that atmosphere when we vote in Parliament, it must be free. We must free that at least we represent the people of South Africa who are paying for our salaries.
I want to excavate that fear of violence a little more closely, Mr. Bantu Holomisa. What do you mean? Have you heard from MPs that you've consulted with? Because we understand that a number of the political parties, the opposition benches, have gone to talk to their ANC counterparts to kind of canvass them on this vote of no confidence, to vote with the motion. Have they spoken to you about a fear of reprisal in this sense that you reference?
We didn't even have to go to them on that score. We just merely submitted the visuals and the statements in the media, which have never been denied. In some of your news bulletins, you have ran such stories. On the issue of campaign or lobbying the MPs of the ANC, that process is no longer in the hands of the opposition parties. The population of South Africa are bombarding us every minute, every hour with SMSs and emails to say, you please save this country from this one individual. So the voters themselves are lobbying the MPs of the ANC. So if ANC still wants to protect President Zuma, good luck to them. But they mustn't try when they are punished in 2019.
I just want to, as a final question, Mr. Holomisa, you know, all of this, the scheduling of a motion of no confidence, the going to court for the reasons that you've just stated, all of this is really to create an environment where you believe, and you can explain further, that there is a volume of ANC MPs who want to vote with the motion. How convinced are you that that number will be there, that if a secret ballot is granted, that you will see a vote even from the ANC benches in support of that motion?
If this motion, if we were to vote through a secret ballot, I'm sure this country will owe us a medal, because we would have protected those cowards who say they don't want to lose their jobs, still putting their own interest ahead of the country. But on a serious note, if we succeed, some people will be seen as hypocrites. If, for instance, those who come from SACP, and SACP which has already taken a decision publicly to say Zuma must go, and those who are deployed from COSATU, and some ANC members who have been making noise in Parliament and outside Parliament about Zuma, it's their opportunity now. Nobody is going to see them whether they have voted against or not. But it would be interesting what would be the outcome if the secret ballot were to be introduced.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Bantu Holomisa is the leader of the United Democratic Movement, joining us from our studio in Pretoria.